On the recent news that Joe Biden said, if Trump weren't running again, I might not be running again. We talked about earlier this week. On that news, Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, Lara Trump, appeared on Newsmax and said, well, it seems the only reason Joe Biden's running for president is to keep himself out of prison. Now, that might lead you to say, why would Joe Biden go to prison? What crime did he commit? And the answer is we have no evidence that he committed any crime. This is actually why Trump is running. We have reports about that, which I will remind you of. But first, take a look at this clip. Here's Lara Trump saying Biden is running to avoid going to prison. This is what we call allegations being confessions.
It's very interesting to hear Joe Biden say that I guess the only reason he's decided to run is because of Donald Trump. Well, is that because he thinks that Donald Trump might investigate his family even further? You look at this situation with Hunter Biden. I think a lot of people might draw some correlation there and say, well, maybe the only reason that Joe Biden is trying to hang on to power is because his family depends on him trying to continue the cover up that we know has happened for the Biden crime family. It's very interesting. This is nothing new. This is part of the politics that we see here in the United States of America.
Okay. This is really a case of projection, of allegations being confessions. The idea that Biden is running to keep himself out of prison is particularly funny for two reasons. One, there's no reason to think Joe Biden is going to end up in prison because we still have no evidence that he committed any crimes. There's not even evidence that crimes have been committed in the orbit of Biden, never mind that Biden himself was involved. But do you remember this? Do you remember the report? Trump thinks running for president again is his get out of jail free card. His get out of jail free card. The real person who thinks maybe I can stay out of trouble if I run for and become president again is Lara Trump's father-in-law. And as usual, the things they claim Democrats are doing are the things they are doing themselves. Oh, remember summer of 2020? Democrats are going to try to steal this election. Joe Biden's going to try to steal it, even though he's going to lose. Trump tried to steal it, even though he did lose. These are all confession allegations, projection all the way down. And there are starting to be consequences for a lot of the people that got dragged down by the 2020 fiasco. That's what I want to talk about with you next. 30 million trees are destroyed every year for toilet paper in the U.S. alone. So toilet paper is a big contributor to deforestation and climate change. Our sponsor, Real Paper, makes toilet paper from bamboo. Bamboo plants keep growing, which means no deforestation. Bamboo also absorbs 5 times as much carbon from the atmosphere as pine trees. And bamboo toilet paper is stronger than regular toilet paper and even softer. So bamboo toilet paper is all around a win for you and for the environment. It's time to move on from that toilet paper from trees that you're using at home. When you use Real Paper, it doesn't feel like you're sacrificing anything. It's soft and fluffy, and they'll ship it to your door in plastic-free packaging on a schedule. Super easy. With every box of Real Paper you buy, they are funding reforestation efforts across the country through their partnership with One Tree Planted. So unlike the toilet paper that cuts down trees, Real is helping to actively plant them. Go to realpaper.com/Pacman and use code Pacman for 30% off your first order and free shipping. The link is down below.